Inflation is a term that many people are familiar with, but not everyone fully understands its impact on their finances. In simple terms, inflation is the increase in prices of goods and services over time, which leads to a decrease in the purchasing power of money. This means that the same amount of money will buy fewer goods and services over time as prices rise. One of the most significant impacts of inflation is the decrease in the value of money that is kept in the bank. When you deposit money into a savings account or other interest-bearing account, you expect that money to grow over time through interest payments. However, when inflation occurs, the purchasing power of that money decreases and the value of your savings diminishes. There are several reasons why inflation decreases the value of money in the bank. Firstly, as prices rise, the amount of goods and services that can be purchased with a fixed amount of money decreases. This means that the real value of your savings is eroded as inflation eats away at its purchasing power. Secondly, inflation erodes the interest earned on savings accounts. When inflation is higher than the interest rate on your savings account, the real value of your savings decreases. For example, if inflation is 3% and your savings account earns 2% interest, you are actually losing 1% in real terms. Thirdly, inflation can also lead to higher interest rates set by central banks in order to control the rising prices. This can lead to lower returns on savings accounts and other investments, further decreasing the value of your money in the bank. In order to protect the value of your savings from inflation, it is important to consider investing in assets that have the potential to provide a higher return than the rate of inflation. This can include investing in stocks, real estate, precious metals, or other investments that have the potential to grow in value over time. Overall, inflation decreases the value of money in the bank by eroding its purchasing power and diminishing the returns on savings accounts. It is important to be aware of the impact of inflation on your finances and take steps to protect the value of your savings in order to achieve your financial goals.
At least I'm starting to prepare for an uncertain future. One just never knows what will happen to the value of our money in the coming years.
What is all this, Dad? The coins look pretty, but you look worried. What's wrong?
This, my darling, is our safety net. These gold and silver coins can see us through hard times as our money loses value, which is called inflation.
So, it's like having a treasure chest, just in case.
Exactly. It's our treasure chest. We'll add to it every month so it will be there when we need it.
Precious metals, like gold and silver, are considered an outstanding way to preserve and increase the value of your savings in uncertain times. To examine the option I have chosen, please click the link in the description. You too can sleep better at night knowing you took this wise action.